Okay, today we're going to look at how we can match different ways of representing numbers. We've got numerals, words, and then we've got some materials here like these little MAB blocks. So as you can see, I've got some blocks down here and some numbers here, and this black box is hiding a little bit of a clue which I'll give you in a minute. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these blocks here, and over here I'm going to build a number using these blocks, and I want you to see if you can work out which one of these three choices is the number that I've built with the blocks. Now remember that these ones here are representing 100. These ones are representing tens, and these little ones are representing ones. So they match here in the columns. This is the ones column, the tens column, and the hundreds column. Here we go. So there's one of the hundreds blocks, one of the tens, there's all our tens. Wondering if you already got an idea of which one it is that I've made. Okay, so have a look at those blocks there and see if you can work out which one of these numbers it is that I have built. Here's a little clue. So have a look at those words and that should help you. Hopefully you got the answer, which would be this one, B, 162. 100, 6 tens makes 60, and 2 ones, 162. Just look at those tens there, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 162. Let's try another one. Okay, next one. 100s, tens, and ones. Remember that. Okay, there's some hundreds. Have a look at that. There's all the tens. And there's all the ones. So I've got some hundreds, some tens, and some ones. Which one of these numbers do you think I've made? If you think you've worked it out, you can say it. Here's a little clue. Move it all the way down here. Alright, hopefully you worked out that it's this one, 674. So there's 6 hundreds over here, and 7 tens make 70, and then our 4 ones. 674. Alright, another one now. hundreds, tens, and there's our ones. Which number is it? Here's a clue. Did you work it out? It's B, 371. 300s, 7 tens, 1 1. 371. Alright, this one's a bit different. In my clue box I have the number in numerals, but the choices that you have are down here in words. But I'm still going to use these blocks to build it for you. Here we go. There's my hundreds. There's my tens. And there's all my ones. So, which number in words down the bottom here do you think it is? Have a good look. Pause it if you need to. Here's our clue. And so the answer is C, 219. 200s, 110, 9 ones. Okay, let's do another one like that. Let's build the number that we have hidden in our black box. There's hundreds. There's our tens. And there's our ones. Have a good look at those, count them up. Here's our clue. And the answer must be C, 748. 700s, 4 tens, and 8 ones. Okay, we'll try one more like this. This time I'm going to build the number with the blocks, but I might mix up the order that I use the blocks. Let's have a look. I'm going to start with my ones. It's my ones. There's my hundreds. And guess what? No tens. See if you can work out which number that is. Here's our clue. So the answer is B, 509. Notice how there's a 0 in the tens column. Well, that's because I didn't use any of our tens. Alright, in the next 3 slides we're going to guess a different way. We're going to work out what number has already been made with these blocks. We've got 3 choices here, so if you'd like to pause and have a look at those and see if you can work out what each of those 3 sets of blocks has been made into, what number is each of those representing. And then we'll come back when you press play again and we can have a look at some clues that will help you work it out. Alright, so in this question we've got blocks in set A, in set B and set C. Hopefully you've had a look at those and you have a clue about which number is represented by each set of blocks. But here's a clue to get you started in words. Have you worked out which set it is yet? Here's another clue. Alright, so the answer is 163, which is this one here, A, because there's 100 block, 6 tens and 3 ones. Okay, next one. Have a look at each of these sets of blocks and work out what you think each set of blocks is representing. Carefully look at the hundreds, the tens and the ones and pause it here and work that out. Alright, so you should have worked out what each of the sets of blocks is representing, and now it's time to have a look at the clue and see if you can match them together. Here's our first clue. Which set is representing that number? Here's our second clue. Alright, so we can tell that we're looking for a number that has 2 hundreds and 7 ones. And there's no tens because there's a 0 there in the tens column. So that should give you another clue as well. Alright, so the answer is A. There's 2 hundreds and 7 ones. Alright, we'll try one more. Have a look at the blocks, pause it, work out what each one represents, and then we'll come back and match them up. Okay, so you should have some numbers there in your head. Let's have a look at the word clue. And here's the clue in numerals. So you should have worked out that we need 2 hundreds, 2 tens and 5 ones, which is this set over here, 225. Good job. Too cool!